Hi guys, it's book time! Yes, that's right. I never done reading books videos for a while, so today I'm gonna read one of the main good books that Dr. Seuss made. And yes, it is Horton Hears a Who by Dr. Seuss. It's one of the best Dr. Seuss books that it ever made. It's about the elephant that is named Horton, and he is a Who, and it's also has a movie that is on Blue Sky. If you haven't watched the Horton Hears the Who movie, then here's the spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it, you let me. Then you should read have this book. This is made by Dr. Seuss. So anyways, let's start the Horton Hears book, okay? Before I start, I just want to let you know that I haven't done any book videos for a while. I did one, which is all the places to go, and I did it on my YouTube channel. So now I'm gonna do it and do the Horton Hears a Who by Dr. Seuss. I'm gonna read to you guys about the book. Let's start the book now. Horton Hears a Who by Dr. Seuss. For my great friend Nashik Nakamura of Korea, Japan. On the 15th of May, in the jungle of New, in the heat of the day, in the cooler pool, he was splashing, enjoying a jungle great joys, when Horton the elephant, he was smelled noise. So Horton stopped splashing. He looked towards the sound. That's funny, thought Horton. There's no one around. Then he heard it again, just a very faint yelp, as if some tiny person were calling for help. "I'll help you," said Horton, "but who are you? Where?" He looked and he looked. He could see nothing there but a small speck of dust blowing past through the air. "I say, what?" at Horton. "I never heard tell of the small speck of dust that is able to yell, so you know what I think. Well, I think there must be someone on top of that small speck of dust. Some sort of the creature of very small size, too small to be seen by the elephant's eyes." So gently and using the greatest of care, the elephant stretches his great trunk through the air, and he lipped and put dust back and carried it over and placed it down safe and on a very soft clover. Hum, hummed a voice tried for a sour kangaroo, and a young kangaroo in the hunch said, "Hump," to why that speck of is as small and it as the head of a pain. A person on that, why there's nothing has been. "Believe me," said Horton, "I tell you sincerely, my ears are quite keen, and I heard him quite clearly. I knew there's a person down there, and what's more, quietly, likely there's two, even three, even four, quite likely, a family for that we know, a family with children just starting to grow. So please," Horton said, "as a favor to me, try not to disturb them. Just please let them be." I think you are a fool, laughed the sow kangaroo, and the young kangaroo on the pouch said, Me too, you're the biggest blamed fool in the jungle of noon. And the kangaroos planked in the cool of the pool. What terrible splashing, the elephant frowned. I can't let my very small persons get drowned. I gave to practice them. I'm bigger than that then. So he plucked out the clover and hushed away. Oh, that poor elephant. He's just frowned, and the kangaroo just splashed. Who did high jump tree jumps? Oh, there's monkeys here. The news quickly spread. He talks to the dustbag. He's out of his head. Just look at him. Walked with the speck on the flower, and Horton walked worried and almost an hour. Should I pick the sprout down? Horton thought with alarm. If I do, these small persons may come to great harm. I can't put it down, and I won't. After all, a person, no matter how small. Then Horton stopped walking. The speck voice was talking. The voice was front. He could just barely hear it. Speak up, please, said Horton. He put his near it. My friend, came a voice. Your very fine friend. Your help all us folks in the dust bag. No end. You saved our houses, our ceilings, and floors. You saved all the crunches and grocery stores. Next page. You mean harm? Oh, Horton gasped. You'll have buildings here too. Oh yes, pump the boys. We must clearly do. I know, call the boys. I'm too small to sing, but I'm the mayor of town that is friendly and clean. Buildings to you will seem terribly small, but to us we aren't big. They are wonderfully tall. My town is called Whoville, for I'm looking for a Who. And we Whos are all thankful and grateful to you. And Horton called back to the mayor of the town. You're safe now. Don't worry. I won't let you down. But he just as he spoke to the mayor of the speck, three big jungle monkeys climbed up Horton's neck, and the Russian brothers came shouting, What would the elephant talking to whos? Who are not? There aren't any whos, and they don't have a mayor, and we're going to stop all the nonsense. So there. They snatched Horton's clover. They carried it off to the back bottom eagle named Flat. It coughed. A mighty strange eagle of the very swift wing, and they said, Will you kindly get rid of this thing? And then before the poor elephant could speak, that eagle flew off with the flower in the bank. Oh, this park is too blue. All that late afternoon and far into the night, the black-bottomed bird flipped his wings in fast flight, while Horton chased after which grains over stones that tickled his toenails and buttered his bones, and begged, Please don't harm my little folks who has much right to live. as big as folks do, but far from behind him, the eagle keep flying, flipping, and its over shoulders called back. Quit your yapping. I fly that night through. I'm a bird, and I don't mind it, and I'll hide it tomorrow. You'll never find it. And at 6:56 the next morning he did it. It sure was terrible a place for that he hid it. He let that small clover drop somewhere inside of the great patch of clovers, and 100 miles wide. Find that, snarled the bird, but I think you will fail. And he left it. He withdrew left of the background tail, and the clover dropped. And looks like the elephant is sad. Look at that elephant. Horton is sad. I found it, cried Horton. I found it, oh bus. I shall find my friends on my small speck of dust, and clover by clover by clover with the care he picked up and searched them and called, "Are you there?" But clover by clover by clover he found that one that she signed for was just not around, and by noon poor old Horton, more dead than alive, he picked, searched, and pulled up 9,000 to find. Oh, poor Horton. Looks like Horton is still sad about this. Then on that through the afternoon, hour and after hour, till he find them at last on a free-meaning flower. "My friends," called the elephant, "tell me to do them. Are you safe? Are you sound? Are you well? Are you well?" Looks like the elephant still got the clover. From down in the speck came the voice of the mayor. "We really had terrible much of our shell when the black bottom brightly let go and we dropped. We landed so hard that our clocks have all stopped, our teapots are broken, our rocking chairs smashing, and our bicycle turns all blew up when we crash. So Horton, please, playing the voice of the mayor's. Will you stick up by the hoos while we're making repairs?" "Of course," Horton answered. "Of course, I will stick. I stick by the small folks through then and through stick. Looks like the hoos are going to call out." Hummed the voice. "For almost 2 days you went wild and insisted on chatting with the persons who never exist, such carrying ons. In our place, St. Jungle, we had quite enough of the below bungle, and I'm here to state," snapped the big kangaroo, "that you're stealing nothing game. It's all through." And the young kangaroo on the ground said, "Me too." Oh no, now the kangaroo's going to do something on that. With the help of the Wackershane brothers and the dozens of the Wackershane uncles and the Wackershane cousins and Wackershane in-laws who helps, I'm engaging, you're gonna be whooped, and you're gonna be in the cage, and so your dog's black that you will show boiled, and a heating steaming of basil nail oil. Boiled it, God's hope. Oh, and you can do it's all your fellow person, and you will prove it to you. Oh no, not Mr. Mayor, Horton called. "Mr. Mayor, you got to prove now that you really are there. So call a big meeting, get everyone out, make everything who he'll make everything who shall make anything who scream. If you don't, every who is gonna end up in a blazing nut stew. And now on the suspect in the scared little mayor quick called the big mean on the Whoville town square, and the people cried loudly. They cried out the fear. We're here, we're here, we're here, we are here. The elephant smiled there that was cleared as a bell. You kangaroos know that very well. All I hear was snap the big kangaroo with the breeze and the flat sound of the wind through the dancing trees. I hear no small voices if you don't either. And the young kangaroo in the pouch said, and me neither. Grab him, Dad shouted, and cage him by the big ropes, lots in the stomach with miles of rope. Tied him the knots. He never shake loose. Then dunk the dumb speck of the basil juice. Horton fried back. Great Belger and Vim. But the ricochet game was too many for him. They beat him. They melt him. They started healing him into the cage. But he managing to call out the mayor, but don't give up. I believe in you. A person, no matter how small. And you are very small persons will not have to die if you make yourself here. So come on and try. Oh no, now Horton is getting into the cage with the wolves thanks to the ricochet here. The mayor grabbed a Tom. He started to sneak out it and all over Whoville. They whipped up a racket. They rattled tin kettles. They beat up the brush pans and on garbage pile tops and old cranberries cans. They blew on bazookas and blasted great toots and cameras on pads and bomb pads and flutes through the town, rushing the mayor from the cast to the when. But everyone seemed to be doing his best. Everyone seemed to be yapping and yapping. Everyone seemed to be beeping or bleeping. But it wasn't enough. All the whackers and war. He had to find something to help him make more. He raced through each building. He snurched floor to floor. And just as he felt he was going nowhere, and almost about to give up in despair, he sat out of breath through the door, and the mayor, clever, once quiet, hitting away in the Fairfax apartment 12J. A very small, very shocker named Jojo was just standing and bouncing a yo-yo, not making a sound, not a yep, not a crab. And the mayor rushed inside and grabbed the young trap. And he climbed with the yap up in the Elephantburg Tower. This, cried the mayor, is your town darkness hour. This time for all who have blood that is red to come up to the aid of the country. He said, we got to make noises in great amounts, so open your mouth, lad, for every voice counts. Thus he spoke as he climbs. When they got to the top, the lad cleared his throat and he shouted, "Yup!" And that yelp, that one small extra yup. Put it over. Finally, at last, from the back of the clover, their voices were bored. They rang out clear and clean. And the elephant smiled. Do you see I mean? They proved persons, no matter how small, and they were wild and was saved by the smallest of all. How true, yes, how true, said the big kangaroo. And from now on, you now know what planning to do. I'm planning to do. From now on, I'm going to protect them with you. And the young kangaroo in the pouch said, "Me too, me too." From the sun in the summer, from rain when it's for fish. I'm going to protect it, no matter how small-ish. And that's the end of the book. And that's the end of the book of Horton Hears a Who by Dr. Seuss. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos, hit the notification bell, and like the video if you haven't already, for more Dr. Seuss books videos coming out this week. And I will be planning to do more maybe this week or next week after, if I have the chance to, because I never done reading Dr. Seuss books since I done most of them last year, but this year I haven't. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll give this a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!